Welcome to today's podcast. We are on the Aranui 5 cruise ship, and this is what we call a deluxe freighter cruise because it is very different than any other cruise ship in French Polynesia. But today I've got Lehi with me, and we are going to be talking about the experiences and the excursions and the different activities that are available on the Aranui, including some of the shore trips, the maybe historical sites that are possible to be visited here, as well as some of the optional excursions that people can pay a little extra if they'd like to. But the Aranui does include excursions in every single port that they visit, so there are always things that are included. So we can kind of dive into that a little bit today. But thank you for joining me on the podcast.
Thank you.
Before we dive into today's episode, if you've dreamed of experiencing one of the destinations highlighted in this episode, visit farandawasadventures.com. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers experience some of the world's most extraordinary destinations. Check out the show notes or visit farandawasadventures.com. Lehi, can you just tell me a little bit about how you got started with the Aranui? You've been here for many years, have you not?
I've been here for 14 years now, but before that I was a music teacher back home. And how it started off, one of my little brother was working back then. And he was the one who was telling me that the Aranui was looking for some guide. And I told him I don't know nothing about it. And somehow I wanted to do, because I never went to the Marquesas. That was the only archipelago I'd never been through. And I said, why not? That will be an experience for me. So I decided to come. And I went to see the office, and voila.
And it just happened like that.
It just happened like that. And then
Wow.
my interview next day was to get the ship ready. And the following day, we leave Tahiti.
So it was very quick turnaround.
Very quick.
They obviously saw something in you that they loved.
I don't know, maybe the thing that was good for something, so I don't know, that's why I'm here.
And did you start as a guide then?
I started as a guy.
Okay, and how many years ago is that?
It's been 14 years now.
Years, okay. And, you hadn't been to the Marquesas before that, had you?
No.
Okay.
No.
So tell me a little bit about what it was like for the first time to go to the Marquesas and what that experience
Well,
was.
I don't know what to expect, but some of my people, I was asking my brother, he was at the same time with me because he's a guide, huh? And I was telling him, how is it going to be over there? And he said, right, the first time you're going to meet people? I said, wild word. I said, huh? Why? And he said, it's just the way that you're going to feel. So I went, I discovered myself, and then he was right. It was a wild word.
Wow.
Because the people in the Marquesas compared to Tahiti, they are very different, very friendly. There's the greeting with all the heart. And when they say ka'oha, it's not only from the mouth, it's way deeper from them. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing, I was I seen the different things in between Tahitian people and Marquesan people.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're all part of French Polynesia, but they're very related in many ways.
Yes.
But they have their own language and their own culture too.
Right. They have their own language. In fact, I still don't know how to speak Marquesan, but I can pick it up some words, even though 14 years. And also because they know how to speak French. That's why I don't push myself to learn Marquesan. That's really that, but it's okay, but they're friendly people.
Now, when you go to these islands, because the Aranui goes to Marquesas as well as the Austral Islands, it has a few different itineraries. The main one, though, is the Marquesas.
Yep.
Can you tell me about what it's like on a typical day as you plan excursions and activities for people?
Well, the very first day when we reach the Marquesas, it's Nuku Hiva, the typical day from 7:30 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. So what happened that day when we reached there? So we do have a safari day with the passengers. So we take them to few places in Nuku Hiva.
You say it's a safari day,
It's a
so
safari day.
you're in jeeps for
Well,
locals on
yes.
the island.
Yes, and then lucky us that in Nuku Hiva, we can have cars for all our passengers. Some of the islands they don't have that much, but in Nuku Hiva we do have. Yeah, we have jeeps and 4-wheel drive for that day.
Yeah, and I find that particular day and that excursion is pretty unique because you're the whole day on the island.
Yes.
Right from morning till evening, but you don't get on and off the ship at the same port.
No.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
You basically get on one side, you spend the day with the locals, you go down over the mountains to the other side, and the ship meanwhile is repositioned over to the other side of the island.
Some of the island they do that, but some of the some of the island we stay in one port,
Yeah.
and some of the island we have to change because of the itinerary of that day. For example, like I say, Nuku Hiva, we have 3 main places that we go there. We show them the cathedral, and also we show one of the typical places over there in Nuku Hiva. It's the archaeological site. So we are also the one who explain everything there, and we have people that greet us on those mare that we call temples, those archaeological sites, and we do the tour with the people, and after that we mingle with some of the local there because we also have lunch there. They greet us with songs and dance, and if people they want to dance, yeah, people can feel free to go and dance with them.
Yeah, and what I've seen too from my experience is the foods that you eat on the island with the locals is very different than maybe what you would eat on the ship. Well, maybe some of the
It is very different. We probably have the same product, but not the same way to eat. I mean, not the same way to cook. But for example, if I have some passengers that are like have a special diet, so and we don't have a shore, the ship will be making the food for my special people, and will bring the food with us as we eat ashore. So they will have also their food. But if they go on the buffet, they look something that they can eat, they can also eat.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Because some of these islands, they're actually cooking the food in the ground in a traditional style.
yes,
In a umu pit. I don't know what they call it in Marquesas.
the third oven they call that oven, but the ahina.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about some of the other excursions on the different islands.
The one that we have Rangiroa excursions also, and the one that we propose over there, it's the Green Lagoon, the observation for the dolphin, different, and then the glass bottom boat. Those different excursion, it is not included, but it's like optional excursion. That's what we do in Rangiroa. For example, also in Bora Bora, we also have optional excursions and all aquatic excursions on the water. But
You don't include the jet ski tours around the island, or
probably not yet. Oh yeah, but maybe one day, I don't know. But yeah, probably.
but there is the picnic on the motu that is included
Right,
as well.
right. And that's the beautiful things. They go to an excursion, they come back, and all the staff will be doing something for them because that will be our last lunch on the motu in Bora Bora. Yeah, that's something. I'm always looking forward to because we're coming to the end, and then we know that we did something good, and it's always the cherish on top of the cake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one excursion that I did many years ago is it like a 10-mile hike or 15-kilometer hike?
15 kilometers.
And that's in Fatu Hiva.
That's in Fatu Hiva.
Okay. And so what you do is you take people to one village, Omoa, is it?
There is 2 villages.
Yeah.
The main one is Omoa,
Mhm.
and then we have to cross the island to the other side, which is Hanavave.
And so not everyone has to do the 15-kilometer.
Not everyone. I think the brave people that will be doing the hike.
Yeah.
And I think everybody they think that they're brave, but sometimes the body doesn't really goes with that. But yeah, it's 15 kilometers going up and down. I think 7 hours going up, and then the rest for the other side.
How many hours does it take?
Oh, No, 7 kilometers going up.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
it takes
say.
4 hours.
4 hours for the
4 hours.
And meanwhile, those who don't want to do the hike, they just get back on the boat and they're transported over to the other village.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's good. That's, yeah, correct. But there is 3 ways for us to go to the other side. One, it's the hike. Second, it is the optional excursion, which is by 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
From Omoa going to Hanavave. That will be by 4-wheel drive. And the third one, it will be coming back on the boat, sail to the other side.
Well, that optional excursion, I can imagine the descent into the village is quite an experience because it's a very steep road.
Yeah, steep road and going down. If people, they're like afraid of height, I don't recommend, but they're like scared by watching. But that's the beauty of the hike. It's all the views, all of the crossing. When you see things around, the panorama, it's very breathtaking away.
Yeah, and you know there are people too that are interested in Paul Gauguin and Jacques Brel. They have some connections to these islands too, don't they?
Yes, we do. So that will be the special day for Hiva Oa then. As we reach, that day we propose to our passengers like 2 itinerary, one by bus and one by hiking. And obviously, as we hike, we go through the cemetery to see, we call them uncles, Jacques Brel and Gauguin, because they live there. And I like to make a joke out of it when we say we're going to pass through this, the cemetery. I always say this is not our final stop yet, but we go see those people there, like Jacques Brel and Paul Gauguin.
Yeah.
But in the other hands, also people that they don't want to hike, we provide a bus, and all our transportation is from school bus. So we share the bus with the school and us. That's the only way for them to get there.
Oh, okay. Wow. I can imagine the logistics sometimes can get a bit overwhelming when you're bringing this many people to these small islands.
Oh yeah. The hard thing is it's when my passengers, they are very like in a hurry to go down, and we always tell them to be in a place to be like cool and to have like comfortable seats, but they like to go outside, and as they go outside at the sunny, like very sunny day, and if they get mad because they don't see the buses, they get overwhelmed sometimes. Yeah, when they don't listen. But
well, I know this cruise is a very unique experience for compared to any other cruise that I've taken, and it's the reason I've come back. It's my 4th trip, but I always love to see the new itineraries that they're coming out with. I've had the opportunity to do the Pitcairn Island sailing, as well now as the Austral Islands here. What's the difference between the different areas and regions that you've visited while you've worked on the ship? It's always in French Polynesia, although you did do a Cook Islands kind of trip once, and Pitcairn is not part of French Polynesia. But what are the differences with the excursions in some of these other areas, such as the Australs or Pitcairn?
the only things it's different for me, because the way the people act in Australs and Pitcairn, friendly people. Mm-hmm. So you see friendly people also in Pitcairn as well in the Austral. The only thing is different, it's the languages. We don't probably talk the same way, but we feel the same way. Polynesian, it's probably big, but somehow we can find some resemblance of culture and the way we act. The only thing I would say it's languages and also the distance between, and of course the view. It's
the topography is very different. The Marquesas is very mountainous and lots of hills, hikes, and things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to the Tumotu, it's flat. There's no strenuous hikes. But then you come to the Australs, and they've got some of the nice lagoons, yes, as well as some moderate hikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess there's some different activities. But like you say, Polynesia is so large, and I think the heart of Polynesia is just as big as the ocean that surrounds this entire region of the world. And every time I come here, I feel a warmth from these people. And you come into these islands, you're welcomed with flower leis or leaf leis or whatever they have. But like you say, they're giving a part of themselves in that welcome words that they use.
And also with different things that I can say with other ships. I think the Aranui and another ship that we call now the Pona, like the Gauguin was Gauguin before. Now he's the Pona. What can you see on this ship? It's one family. The crew members and then the passengers, we're like together. We blend together. As other ship, I don't think they have this feeling of a family relation.
Yeah.
But with the Aranui, you can find that. That's the thing. It's very unique with this ship and what we do for the people, for the passengers. Because we do accompany them like 24 hours a day for 13 days.
Mm-hmm. Well, these are your islands,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You've grown up here, even if you haven't grown up in all of the island groups, but you know the islands and the culture, and you're sharing, all of the staff here, being Polynesian themselves, are sharing a part of their own culture.
The orange coach, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining me
Welcome.
today. It's wonderful speaking with you and to see you again. You've been here many years, and I've seen you every time I come back, so it's always a wonderful surprise to see you on board.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next journey at farandawasadventures.com. Experience the world differently.